Hey guys, and welcome to this super basic video looking at Pytest. In this video, I'm going to do some really simple functions in here. I'm going to show you how to install Pytest, how to import your functions, and how to write some really simple unit tests for them. This video is going to be ideal for those who have never used Pytest before, so hopefully using the techniques in this video, you can be off to a fairly good start with writing your own tests. This is going to be the start of a small series, so make sure you are subscribed for the future videos. And if you are in the market for learning Python completely from scratch, feel free to check out my courses in the description down below. So let's get started. In this video, I'm going to show you some really basic code, which I'm going to have here. Right now, I've just got this main.py. I'm going to start off with this simple function, which just adds some numbers. We're then going to install Pytest. I'm then going to show you how to import your functions into your tests, write a simple test, and then go from there. So the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure you've got Pytest up and running. So for that, we're just going to run pip install Pytest. Mine's already running, so no need to do any installs here. I'm just going to clear that screen quickly. And I've got two files. I've got main.py and I've got test.py. Now, depending on what environment you're in, you might have all your code in a separate folder where it's going to be a slightly different setup. But just for the absolute basics, we're just going to do it as code in here, test in here, both in the same directory. Now, the basic gist of our test is simply going to be as follows. We're going to have a load of functions or a load of code in some file. What we're going to do is import them into our tests and then write some expected outputs for those functions and basically say, go and call my functions. If the output isn't this, the test has failed. So let's take this function to begin with. We have def, add some numbers. This takes in x and y. So we'd expect this function just to do something like return x plus y. Okay, fairly straightforward. So what we now need to do is import this function into my tests. So to do that, I can simply say from main, which is in the same area here, I need to go and I want you to import add some numbers. And then what we can do is run pytest tests.py. So if we run this here, we can see no tests ran, but this just proves that Pytest is all up and running and it's good to go. Suppose, for example, if you did like this here, this would indicate obviously there's some problem because we've imported something that doesn't exist in main. So it's good to run this just right at the start as a bit of a sanity check, really. Now what we're going to do is write a test for this function here. So we can say def, and then what we want to do is start the name of our test with test underscore something. So in this case, I'm just going to do test, add some numbers like this here. Okay, there we go. And then for the time being, what we can then do is just do assert true like this here. And again, it's just another sanity check. So if I run this now, see what we get this time? We get 1 passed in 0 seconds. Let me just show you something interesting. If I do underscore at the start here, see how it says no tests ran? Or suppose we did something like dtest or something like this here. No tests ran. Pytest is looking for functions that have test underscore at the start, so just make sure that your naming convention is like so. And then you can see as well, I'm using the word assert. What's basically going to happen here is we're going to have something like assert, so if I just do it on the line below, and it's going to be some statement here. And what Pytest is looking for is that all of the stuff inside here is true. If it's false, the test is going to fail. So let's suppose, for example, I did assert false. Let's run that again. There we go. Assert false. So we can see here it's done this little E of a line here. Now, it doesn't have to be false. It can be anything falsy. So if we did something like 0, that would equate to false. If we did something like hello, which is a Boolean true, there we go. A non-empty string is going to be true, so you get the gist, right? Anything here that is true is basically going to make this pass and then move on down below. So all we want to do is basically call this function, and then we want to predetermine what the output's going to be. So for our test to work properly here, let's suppose we gave this function 10 and 10. We would expect 20 on the other side. So what I can do is do something like this. Let's do result, if I can spell it right. Here we go. Sorry, long day. Let's try that again, shall we? Result is equal to, add some numbers, and let's do 10 for x and 10 for y here. So we know that in an ideal world, if my code is correct, this should be equal to 20. So we can now say, assert that the result is equal to 20. Let's clear the screen and run our unit test again. Nice, there we go, looks good. Let's suppose, for example, I don't know, someone comes along and changes this code, and let's see what happens now if we run our tests. Okay, now we see an issue. So we can see here it said assert result is equal to 20, E, so that's basically saying like this assertion here is incorrect. Yeah, 21 is not equal to 20, therefore our Pytest has failed, and yeah, all hell has broken loose. So that's basically all Pytest really does. And, you know, you can make it a bit funkier as well. It doesn't have to be like this. You could do like that as well. You can do it as a little one-liner. Or what you could do is write like a whole suite of them. So you want to be really fancy. Let's do a couple of different tests. So we could do something like 1 and 1, it's going to be equal to 2. Let's do 10 and 100 is equal to 110 here. So now this particular unit test, it has to call my function 3 times and say when my function is called with these, just check to make sure it returns this on the other side here. Let's try that again. Nice, there we go. So what I'd recommend doing if this is your first time using Pytest is just following this pattern to get used to it. And of course this will be discussed in later videos as well. Of course it's going to help if all your code is super modular inside classes, functions, methods. The simpler your functions are, the less tasks they're doing, the easier it becomes to write tests for. So one more time, let's just recap this. I've got a function here called add some numbers. In my file called test.py, we've imported it, said from main, import this function. I've written a test prefixed with test underscore, and I've then written 3 assertions. These assertions basically have to equate to true here. So the way this is testing my function is saying, make sure that when my function, called with 10 and 10, is the result of that equal to 20? So this will be true or false. If this is false for whatever reason, that means that this test is going to fail, and therefore, like, yeah, all the tests have failed, which indicates that, okay, maybe something's gone wrong here. However, if this is true, this is true, this is true, my unit test pass, in this case, just my one test, and then Pytest gives us a little green output, and then, yeah, you're all good to go. So that's it, guys. That is my super basic video on Pytest. Make sure you're subscribed for the future videos, and have a great weekend.